1966 Chevelle SS, real SS, has a 555 Merlin engine in it. When I was a kid, I destroyed the original motor in 2 weeks. My dad got me another motor for it. I blew that one up in about 5 months.
I think it's very fitting that your car is a Merlin engine because you need magic to make sure you don't blow that shit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
All right, Skeeter Wyatt here with one of the prettiest cars I've seen at this show today. What's your name, brother? Ben. Skeeter Wyatt. Shake my own hand. All right.
My pleasure.
All right, so why don't you tell us a little bit about this ride right here?
It's 1966 Chevelle SS, real SS. It has a 555 Merlin engine in it. Puts out about 940 horsepower.
Uh-huh.
It has nitrous oxide, 175 horsepower shot. The bottles are in the trunk. That's about it.
I don't know how you could say all that and still sound like you're underselling the car. I mean, this thing is a beast of all beasts right here. So it looks pretty fast. So any work you've done to the suspension?
No, not really. It's pretty much the original. Almost the whole car is original except for the motor and some little knick-knack bric-a-brac, but the whole motor is brand new. When I was a kid, I destroyed the original motor. So
tell us a story about how you destroyed that original motor, sir.
Okay, you ready for this? You'll love this.
All right.
My father was a GM executive, and this is my 16th birthday present. Well, I'm 16 years old. I never drove a stick in my life, and I got it, and I blew it up in 2 weeks.
Were you racing somebody? Let's be honest here.
No, I was trying to get in the second gear.
Look, brother.
I didn't know anything about racing. I didn't know anything about red line. I didn't know anything about shifting. I got it in first gear, and I thought I was doing great. So I didn't. Everybody's yelling, shift, shift. I go, I got it running. I ain't shifting nothing. So eventually I blew it up.
He was looking at the RPM gauge going up thinking it was a speedometer. He's like, man, I'm going like 5,000 miles an hour. I'm hauling ass, brother.
I thought I was doing something. So my dad got me another motor for it, and I blew that one up in about 5 months. Because, like you had mentioned, I don't know anything about red line. So I thought you could just rev them up till it shifted. And the only trouble is I revved it and it didn't shift. So that was the end of that.
Well, listen, brother, I think it's very fitting that your car is a Merlin engine because you need magic to make sure you don't blow that shit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Got that right.
That's a son of a gun. It's professionally built. Everything was professionally built on it. All my friends in the neighborhood. The engine is Chris Nelson, Racing Enterprises, built the motor, and he did all the work. And then NBS, another place in town, did all brand new wiring, everything. Everything is brand new. I only have 1,000 miles on this car. It has 1,066 miles, I think.
Damn, brother, sounds like we're going to have to break it in a little bit later on today. We're going to light these tires up on 34th Street. You feel me?
I'll tell you, it's a trip. I got to break it in first.
Well, listen, you got to break it in before you break it. It sounds like you're flip-flopping the steps here.
Yeah, my poor baby.
So it sounds like you've had this car for how long now?
Since my 16th birthday present. So over 50 years.
Over 50 years, brother. So I know you just told me the story about how you blew the motor a couple times. What is the actual craziest story you got in this car?
The crazy what?
The craziest story you got in this car?
Craziest story? Oh, I don't know. I could tell you some stories.
Well, let's hear it.
Let's see. Well, I think blowing them up was, I thought that was kind of unusual. Yeah, I was very fortunate because my father was a GM executive, so I was lucky enough to get this car. When he got this car for me, I was in my driveway talking to my friends, and he came home and he tossed me the keys and says, "Happy birthday, son." And then he was gone. That was his compensation of being a father. He couldn't be home all the time, so he would compensate by buying me stuff.
Well, look, brother, my dad went out for a pack of Marlboro Reds and never came back. So I think you might be a little bit ahead of me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you said the engine was built professionally by guys in the neighborhood.
Yeah, right off of 62nd Street here in town. And he builds race cars. That's what he does. He builds track cars, strip cars, not circular track or anything like that.
Right.
So,
I got you. Yeah, I built my truck with the boys in my neighborhood too, but it's got a lot more zip ties and duct tape on it than this one does. So, you know, the trailer park don't have the most professional of professionals. You feel me?
yeah,
Gotcha.
he did a nice job. He's built my motors probably for the last 20, 25 years.
I got you. Now let me ask you this. That's my truck right there. I got the 1985 S10 with the 711 327 in it. You think this car could beat that in a race?
Not a chance.
Not a chance. He knows the reputation, brother. You know what I mean? He sees how light that truck is. He sees the truck bad.
This is lightened.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, there's nothing real on it. No window cranks.
Uh-huh.
All the guts have everything has been taken out of it in the back. There's only a piece of aluminum holding that back end in. That's cardboard. That's all cardboard.
Damn, you got cardboard holding together this 66 Chevelle, brother. I mean, that's a little sneaky out there.
It don't weigh anything.
Don't weigh anything. I can feel that, brother. Well, let's step back over here real quick in front of the camera because I got one more question to ask you. Now, you look like somebody that's been around the block a time or nine. You drink Bud Light, sir?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, hell yeah, he drinks Bud Light. Even after all the controversy that happened?
I drink Bud Light. I don't give a shit about their controversy.
There you go. Listen, brother, he don't give a goddamn. But you know, if you like Bud Light, I think this may make you smile here because you know we trying to make them billions back. So I'm gonna campaign for them to sign me to an endorsement deal. It's called Make Bud Light Great Again. So here's my idea for a commercial. Check this out, right? Skeeter Wyatt pulls up in a 66 Chevelle with a 555 cubic inch big block. I start roasting the tires. I roast them so bad you can't even see nothing, brother. I mean, I'm just smoking out the entire parking lot. Next thing you know, we got Playboy bunnies that pop out, bunny ears and everything. It's nuts, bro. We got American Badass by Kid Rock playing in the background. I mean, it is what it is. I get out, I grab a beer funnel, and I chug that beer like Frank the Tank off of the movie Old School. Spuds McKenzie comes out, the dog, pulls off the bikini tops off all the, the jiggly bigglies, and next thing you know, right on the screen, Make Bud Light Great Again. You think that'll make them billions back?
Well, it's a start.
It is a start. It is a start. And all you got to do is hit that like and subscribe button, and maybe Bud Light will sign your boy Skeeter Wyatt to a deal, and we'll get him back on track. You know what I mean? Hell yeah. Anything else you want to say about the car, brother? I bet it has, brother. I appreciate your time.